Good crew in today. So that's good. That's good. Man, I've been trying to sit here and put together all my stuff here. Once again, let me say welcome to everybody to Legacy Taste of the Garden. Well, not Legacy Taste of the Garden. That's the name of my business. Legacy Farming and Health Group. So the best part about this is that I went to the National Black Farmers Association conference this past week, and I don't know if everybody is familiar with it, but if you are familiar with it, I hope you're a member of it, and if you're not a member of it, I hope that you join it, because it is something that will definitely help us out. I noticed that Jetty was talking earlier about needing some help with a few things that he was dealing with. And one of the things that we noticed that I found out is that a lot of the information, a lot of the issues that we have, these other farmers have been having. And so this group here really works well with them as being an advocate and helping them to be able to walk through the different obstacles that they have. So before we jump into that, I just want to open up the floor to everybody and see if there's anything that anybody any topics that anybody wanted to bring up for this meeting today. I normally put out a thing, but I've been so busy this week I didn't ask if anybody had anything. So we'll just go through and see if anybody has anything that they want to add or any question that they want to have presented for this meeting today. Dr. Ramona? Okay, I got somebody at the bottom on the phone, but I don't know who it is.
Greetings, this is Quinn's here.
Quinn! Oh my goodness.
Hi, Quinn.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Ramona. Hey, how's everybody doing, John?
Hi, fine,
Hello.
thank you, Quinn.
We're
Hi.
doing good.
Hello,
We're
Quinn.
doing good.
Hi, Quinn.
That's good. Good. I do have something that I would like to know if you could go over. I remember you saying, John, about 3 weeks ago, you said, man, I got something real good for y'all, and I ended up missing that meeting. So
Okay.
I think it was a meeting from 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Well,
if you can remember what the meeting that I missed.
okay.
I
Well,
believe.
it's probably I'm trying to go ahead. What were you getting ready to say?
Is that the one with the recording that you have in the group?
Yeah, I was about to say most of them I put in the group right after we had them.
Okay, well, no worries then. Well, I'll do that then. Thanks. I'll do that.
Okay.
All right.
Anybody else? Nope. Okay. So basically, this week I want to really impress on everybody the National Black Farmers Association, and understand, although they says National Black Farmers Association, they also partner with the women farmers. They also partner with the Hispanic farmers. They also partner with the Native American farmers. So it's all of them where they have representation at this conference. And I'm sure that some of you guys probably remember when we had John Glover, who was one of the head guys at the USDA that was on here early in the year, probably January or February of this year. Well, they had every branch of the USDA and from the or every department, I should say, from USDA and from the rural and urban development that were there. And what I discovered through them was that a lot of the issues and a lot of problems that we have, they have ways for us to be able to work them out. So, so let me go to my little notes and stuff. As far as with our businesses, with the things that we're wanting to do, they have programs and grants that will help us with plan to put down a business plan or a plan of action. They also have different groups that will help you if you want to buy land from your family. They have one of the things that I thought was pretty good was their 4-H program, which I think is something that will be very beneficial for our youth to come and learn. One, for these things, they can give us grants for thousands of dollars to be able to do these things. And understand, I know this may not go with your daily routine, but one, you can be able to teach these people, the youth, and help them out. It also brings in capital and money. It also helps to get you in contact with the different entities that they have out there. And so even though there might be some areas of agricultural or agriculture that they don't particularly tend in, there are areas that you can tap into that you can still get the resources and stuff from. So, for example, they were sharing with us that they have programs that will help put in food markets, grocery stores, in what they call that. I'm trying to think of it right now. Food deserts and throughout the different communities. They will help put that in. If you want to put up a market itself, they will help with that. If you want to do what they call value-added products, which means from your crop that you want to do things that are value-added, they can do that. So value-added is for someone like me who grows normal vegetables and things of that nature. You can now, they will help me to, if I want to create spaghetti sauce or hot sauce or something, whatever it is that comes from whatever it is that I'm growing. If I wanted to add to that, they can help with that. So even with those who are in the cannabis, if you are looking for something for help in the area of maybe you want to do the CBD oils or you want to do lotions or anything that might be what they call a value added, not just the product itself, but value added, they can help and work with you on that. With the youth, as far as our youth that are coming up, I think that these programs are very beneficial. One, they give what I call a forgivable loan up to $4,000 for the youth to be able to, for each youth from I think the age of 10 to 18 or maybe 10 to 20, to be able to go up there and come up with a feasible plan on how they can utilize that money and be able to pay it back. And then from there, they can set themselves up for micro loans, and from there to the equipped loans, and then for even major loans as far as that goes. They are willing to work with you. in every way that they can. From what I understand, they understand that there is a great issue with what's being presented and how we're being interacted with. And so they have what is called a strike force that you can recommend, that you can request. And that will be the heads of all the different departments that will come down and work with you, or a group of farmers, however it is, to help you guys get through all the hurdles and stuff that we have to unpleasantly go through. A lot of times these things are offered to other people that aren't always offered to us, where, you know, sometimes I don't know about you guys, but I know for myself, speaking for myself, you go in and you ask a question and their thing is, oh, I don't know about that. Or you go and ask another question and they're like, oh, well, that's not with our department. Well, actually, whoever it is that you're dealing with is supposed to be so well versed in it that they know where to send you and who to send you to. And so their thing is with us is don't take no for an answer. Even if you are into cannabis and that's not one of the things that they're doing right now, trust me, these things are things that you can utilize. You can get up to $300,000 guaranteed grants, or not grants, but loans over a 40-year time period at 1% interest. So if you kind of do the math for a $300,000 loan over 40 years, that will probably equate to about anywhere from $500 to $700 a month payment. And that doesn't mean that you have to wait the whole 40 years to pay it off. And it's not age restricted. So that means you can be 90 years old and go get this $300,000 loan at 1%. To get a 1% loan, that's you can't beat that. And these are things that, as far as I know, are not. I don't think that they are tied to what it is your produce is. So if you want to go, if you want to get a piece of property, you see a piece of property you want, and you want to build your farm, you want to, put a house on it, you want to put a barn on it, you want to get whatever equipment that you might need, you can get that. If you just want to enhance your business and get the equipment, get the warehouse, to get the machinery and stuff that you need to produce this stuff, they have what they call the equip loans and stuff like that. They can go up to I believe $300,000 also at the same rates and everything else that they can do for you, and you'll be able to do that. So the thing is that as they said in the thing, is all in how you word it. So when if they're asking you what is it that you're doing or something to that nature, you can say whatever it is that you're doing, but be creative with what you're doing. And Deborah, I see your hand up, but I'm gonna say this right quick, and then I'll get with you. For example, with the with the Rural and Urban Development. Rural and Urban Development will help you to come in and put up infrastructure, whatever it is that you need, from housing all the way up to building markets and stuff like that, to putting up warehousing and things of that nature. And with them doing that, it is easy for you to be able to work with them and be able to get the things that you need and get the help that you need through them, and be able to work everything out. So with that, I'm gonna take a quick pause. I'm gonna see what Deborah's question is. Go ahead, Deborah, and ask your question, and I'll let everybody else ask from there. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Great. I'm wondering if this would work. It sounds like it would. Would it work for they're using containers, storage containers, and building your urban farms and growing greens and all of that sort of thing?
This will work for anything that you can tie into agriculture. For example, if there was somebody that we knew who knew how to do web development and wanted to go up there and say, hey, you know, I know some farmers. I want to do web development for farmers and put up web pages and things of that nature for them. You can go through the USDA and they will direct you and help you to put that together and help you to come up with a with a business plan and on how to get it done and everything. They'll walk you from A to Z. Go ahead.
So, and I just want to clarify because, you know, I don't do in-dirt farming. So with my aquaponics thing, if I wanted to say buy some gravel strip or parking lot, whatever thing, and I just want to be able to run water or whatever through there and just put greenhouses on there, I can still grow and get the loan that you're talking about.
Yes, you can.
My man. Okay.
Yeah, I want y'all to get to thinking because I'm trying and understand this on top of that. It will not only can you do that, but if you want to bring youth in there and teach them and train them, there's unlimited amount of money that they will give to you to train up new farmers. You know, there's you know, all types of grants and stuff. So Quinn, I know you got something to say.
Man, I'm listening, and like always, I'm just in just like wow, you know, it you always bringing heat and information that's very you know, imperative and crucial and viable to helping my business. You know, when you said the CBD aspect,
yeah,
you know, the add-ons,
right.
however you worded it.
Yeah, the wow. value added is what they call it.
Yeah, exactly, value added. I'm like, wow, that's something, you know, that directly benefit us. You know, my business, my team. We've actually bought equipment to do extraction and stuff, and you know, we could definitely use some help. So I'm definitely gonna you know, draw upon that. Thank you.
Well, yeah, that's great because you know, my thing is you know, I feel that I'm finally starting to accomplish what my dream was as far as this group was, and that is to be able to work and help with each other to get some things done. Okay, so Deborah put in there that she's got a new nonprofit, and it says that it will be for youth entrepreneurship. So that's great because this is a part of what this is doing. And my thing is and this will be my hope, that by us working together in this, that wherever we are in the nation, if we start bringing youth in, that those youth will also be a part of our group and everything else. With the different scholarships and stuff that they have for them. Like I said, to me, I wish my sons were about 5-6 years younger to where they could get into this. And the example I give is, say that you got somebody that's 10 years old. I don't know if you guys are well versed with 4-H or not, but if you got somebody that's 10 years old they're in your 4-H program that you got. They can get a forgivable loan for $4,000. Now, the hopes is that they can be able to pay it off, but if not, because this is one of the things we were stressing is what happens if they don't. And they said they're not worried about it. This is part of what the thing is for, is to help teach them how to be entrepreneurs. But we just say that they want to go up there and you say, hey, let's do some cattle for 4-H, where they take them and they show them and everything else at the state fair and everything. They get $4,000. Well, $4,000 is going to buy more than one cow, especially if you get them in the feeder stage, feeder calf. You know, those run about 150 or so each, you know, at least around here. I don't know about everywhere. But with that, even if you get 5 or 6 to begin with, and just from that child for, you know, however many kids you got in the program, and you could take that money from that first year and pay $1,000. I think you get like 4 or 5 years to pay it off. And you can pay $1,000 each year to pay this off. Each one of those cows within a year's time is going to come up anywhere from to $1,000 to $1,500. Well, the rest of that money can go back. Part of it can go for towards scholarships for the kids when they get out of high school, or it can just be for seed money for when they want to get out and start their own business. And it can also go to the group as far as having a facility to where you have a place where the cattle stay at. You have somebody who's there who's looking after them, takes care of the shots, take care of their feed and stuff for the rest of the year. And if you continue to do that for the 4 or 5 years that they're in there, like I said, after a while, after that 4th year or so, that $1,000 loan is paid off, and here they're making on an average, you know, $3,000 or $4,000 each year from that point on. That they can, that's just money that they can accumulate and be able to use. And so, to me, you know, like I said, if you're starting at 10 and by the time you get to 20, you sitting there with $35,000, $40,000 that you can utilize to go and start your own business and everything else. Plus, you already know what it is that you're doing, gets you familiar with farm work and everything else. To me, that's hard to beat. You know, especially for our youth that are looking and needing something to be able to do. So, Jetty, you got anything? I don't know if your lips are moving, but I can't.
No, I don't. I apologize. I was just tapping in. I need just what you talked about. This program sounds great. Get some wayward younger people into good programs. I like that.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, that's just one aspect. Now, I understand for those of us who are close to being 61 and a half, 62 years old.
Hey, I'm right there.
They have a grant for each and every one of us, a $7,500 one-time grant that you don't even have to pay back. That's for everybody, but they don't tell everybody. You can utilize it for whatever you want for your homestead.
I'm gonna give me some Captain Crunch. That sounds good.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, the things that they have out there, you know, a lot of times we think that it's privileges that other people have. The privileges is that they know about this stuff and we don't.
Yeah.
But these things are out there. So, and like I said, you know, I think about, you know, my aunts and uncles and, you know, my mother-in-law and them who just went up there and dug deep into their savings and stuff to be able to put a new bathroom and stuff in, where they could have used this one-time grant and wouldn't have had to do that. They have a thing that's called, let me grab it, Agribility. I was very interested in this. Me and Dr. Ramon we were talking about that earlier. I don't know if you guys can read it or if it's backwards on there or not. But agribility is for those who have disability that are in agricultural business. They will come out and assist you in just about any way. And most of the time they said it's through grants to be able to do the work that you do. So if you have a disability and you're in agriculture, they will come in and put ramps up to your house for free. If you need, if they were showing where if I had a combine or a tractor that I needed to get in, they would provide the equipment to be able to get me up into the combine. Yeah, and, up into the combine and everything. And like I said, most of these things are free. Which I am with the issues that I got, having issues bending over. If I wanted to, they will come out and build me raised beds that I wouldn't have to bend over and get my crops and stuff out if that was something that I needed. So these are things that they have. You know, like I said, when you think about it, it blew my mind to hear all these different programs that they have. And so, like I said, I think that they're going to be great. Go ahead. I see your hand up.
So hypothetically, if you were someone that may not be able to build like some aquaponic stuff, or, you know, you needed some plants, whatever, but you don't know how to do it yourself, but you might have back problems or whatever too, they could, you know, request through that system like, hey, can you come build this for me? I have the schematics and all that and the tools to put it together for me.
Right. So in your state, you should have what they call an agribility representative. Like, I was fortunate that the guy who came to represent this was from Indiana. So I'm supposed to be meeting up with him a little bit later. He just wants to come out and see what all we do and everything. But he, you know, there should be someone there, and I'll reach out to the guy that I got and find out who, if you put in a where you're from, or just tell me where you're from, I'll put that in and I'll go back and check and find out through him who's the rep in your area that you can get with. But yeah, that was one of the things that they were showing was through the aquaponics, how they can build something up to where it goes across and how you can be able to do your plants and stuff. I have to look in here because I think they had I saw a picture, but I can't remember if it was on his slides or where it was. But I remember seeing it when he was going through the stuff that he did. So I'm not exactly sure if it was where it was, but I mean, there are so many different. Hold on for a second. All right, my phone didn't ring. Most of the time, I found out that if my phone starts ringing, then that's when I go into stealth mode. So, but it didn't, so I'm good. But yeah, it is very beneficial in that aspect. Like I said, I would love for everybody to be able to reach out to the organization. So what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to share my screen right quick and let everybody see what they have on the National Black Farmers Association. So let me see if I can do that real quick. And here we go. All right, can everybody see this? I see a nod. All right. I'm going to try to play this one little thing, and we'll see if it'll work.
Hi, I'm John Boyd, founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association, coming to you live from my soybean fields in Baskerville, Virginia. Right here from Baskerville, Virginia, and I have an important message for you. we are celebrating our 28th annual conference this year in Shreveport, Louisiana, November 2nd and 3rd at the Hilton Hotel, 103 Market Street, Shreveport, Louisiana. I want you to come out and bring your family, your friends, your children, because you don't want to miss this important information that we're going to have for you at this year's conference. We're going to have national speakers. There'll be representatives there from the United States Department of Agriculture, where you can apply for loans and grants, technical assistance, things that you need on your farming operation. And if you're a landowner, we want you to come out and attend this very, very important conference. Again, November 2nd and 3rd, Shreveport, Louisiana. This message is coming from you live from Boyd Farms, and I'm John Boyd, founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association, a working farmer, a working fourth-generation farmer, right here from Baskerville, Virginia. And we want you to come out and celebrate with us this year in Shreveport, Louisiana, November 2nd and 3rd, Hilton Hotel, 103 Market.
All right. Anyhow, that wasn't the one I thought he was going to do, and I'm not going to try to go through there and figure it out. But this is who he is. He's the one who filed the suit years ago for the black farmers. I don't know if you've seen any of the things where he was riding through Washington, D.C. in a little covered wagon with I think he had a donkey that was pulling him around. And he was talking. This is his wife. She's with the Native American farmers and with the Women's Farmers Association. Like I said, this is something that they do. They have projects, different projects. See if I can pull this up. If I can get it to work. I don't know if I can or not. There we go. But they teach different things. They have the high tunnels, mushroom cultivation, taking your stuff to market, pallet gardening, and as they say, they grow farmers is one of the main things that they say. So their thing is that they really want to help anybody who's into farming to get started. Let's see if I can stop my share. But the website is www.nationalblackfarmersassociation.org. And if you guys go on to that, like I said, I would strongly suggest becoming a member of them also. I'm gonna try to work with them to assist, to work with us in what we're doing, and even have them to come on. I talked to him. He's a very down to earth guy, and I told him about what we were doing and stuff. He said he would love to come on. Him and his wife both said that they would love to come on, talk to us at any point in time that we need about any issues that we got. There's not much that we're going through that they haven't been through, because I was throwing stuff out at him and he was like, oh, well, this is all you have to do with that. I got guys here. You need to talk to this guy. You need to talk to that guy. And that is what she does. His wife, her main thing is being the go-between between farmers and the USDA and the Rural and Urban Development. So she's pretty well versed as to who does what and everything. And she will she'll direct you and to where to go to, and she'll get you the information that you need to get in order to get everything off the ground. So I was highly pleased. I just got back from there Sunday. I was supposed to be back on Saturday, but flight got delayed for some reason and didn't get in till Sunday. But it was all good. But it was well worth the trip. I wish I was able to stay a little bit longer for it. They fed us well, and the thing was, it didn't cost a thing. I mean, it cost me to fly out there, and the cost for the the hotel and everything, but the conference, the food, they had, they fed us every day, lunch and dinner, had a concert, banquet concert that Friday night. Saturday, they fed us lunch. And then when I had to leave, they had tickets to the fair. They had tickets to go around Shreveport and learn how to cook. They had a couple other things that you could go and do. So, they did it top notch. It was something that was very great. One of the best conferences that I've been to. And the information was just out of this world. So, like I said, look through my notes and make sure that I got anything. Anybody got any questions right now?
Yeah, this is an annual thing too?
It is an annual thing. They do it every year.
Okay.
They do it every year. They have, like I said, they have a thing. I think I can't remember what the prices are. I signed up for the one that was $100, but it doesn't stop them from helping you, regardless if you're paying $100 or if you at the lower one at, I think, like $25 or something.
Whatever you're paying, you can't break the bank with this kind of good stuff.
You can't.
A wonderful support group there.
Yeah.
I really have to get to the next one.
Yeah, and they have over, what did they tell me? I know it's well over 20,000 Black farmers that they work with, and like I said, they were very personable. They, like I said, I was very well pleased. There wasn't anything, any area that I was looking at trying to get into that I couldn't think of. So, like I said, one of the things I'm glad I flipped my page over. Man, the way they got this stuff set up is there's no way that we can lose, and we might even really consider about diversifying our growing for those who cannabis may be your main thing. You set aside a part where you just do a little bit of produce and stuff in there, because they got SNAP programs, which is your food stamps. And they got that set up now to where they can pay for anything that comes from agriculture. So even your CBD oils, all that stuff now can come through them being through SNAP. They can get all that stuff. Anything that it comes through agriculture, they can now they got things to where they can do that. So
I'm asking you, the federal government, for sure, I mean, regardless of what the state will want, but the federal government will allow us to produce CBD now, for sure. I better check on that for my safety. Yeah, I know California.
There was guys in there that were into.
I know
that were into that, and the guys when they ask them about it.
As long as it's below 0.03, probably.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. The 0.03. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So they're allowing them. That's good. The federal government. I like that.
So, so like I said, there's a lot of ways to be able to do things that will be beneficial for us. Like I said, they got grants that they can give us for dry farming and cold storage. Or dry storage and cold storage. They got programs where you can get free iPhones. That's through your SNAP program. Trying to think, see what else we got, because I got pages and pages of notes. They'll show you how to set up your markets and everything. So, like I said, what they got out there is excellent. I just went out there and checked on stuff. My thing is in the area that we're in, agriculture and farming, they got so much stuff out there for us that, you know, we shouldn't be suffering the way that we are. You know, they have things out there that all we got to do is know the correct questions and the correct words to ask. And through this organization of the National Black Farmers Association, they're able to get that stuff answered for us. So, like I said, when I was out there, there was a couple guys that were into hemp and cannabis, and they said anything that was able to be sold, that was the guy's answer. Now, whether or not, and they may know something that we don't know. You know, a lot of times in their organization, because he said that they had just come from a conference right when they came there. They had just left that and earlier that day and came to our conference. And so he was basically telling us all the new things that they had. So whether or not he was 100 on what was new and what wasn't, my thing is get with this organization. We'll definitely partner with them, with our group, because I think through our group, being able to have a forum like this and be able to get other farmers and stuff from their group and stuff to join in will help with our diversity, and it also will help to for us to get the knowledge and stuff that we need. So I think that it'll help twofold. So, you know, if we get them to come on once a month and invite some of their people on here, I think that it'll be beneficial, and it can tie us into people. There were people out there that were offering me different types of businesses in agriculture that, you know, I was like, I'm in this direction. And, you know, I had people wanting me to do cows. Some people wanted me to do, what else did they have? Doing markets, building homes. There's so many different things. And they were just telling me, you know, I'll set you up. We'll start you from the ground up. So like I said, I think this is something that we can definitely utilize. So with that, I'm going to digress, and I'm going to ask and answer any questions that might be out there. So who wants to be first? Go for it.
I have a question. This is Quinn. I want to know what would be the first step to getting started?
First step that I would suggest is to get in contact with the National Black Farmers Association. That would be my first thing that I would do, and right. Then they can guide you. The simplest thing is to get with your farm service agent, FSA, to get with the USDA, and to get with the Rural and Urban Development, depending on what it is you want. But as I say, when you do that, you have to go in knowing what it is that you're looking for. Otherwise, that's how you get the runaround. So that's why I would suggest going to the National Black Farmers Association. Tell them that you're with our group, and I'm sure that they will assist you in any way you can, even if you don't even mention our group. But it'd be good for the group for them to know that we got people that are coming in wanting to utilize the service.
Thank you, and I definitely mention the group upon contacting them. Thank you.
Now I can go back over here right quick and try to see if I can I don't know if they had a number on. Nope, I don't want to do that. Hold on. All right. Never mind. Let me try this. All right. Let me see if I can pull up their phone number because matter of fact, I got it written down, so I don't need to get it. It's 804-691-8528. And I'll repeat that.
Hi, I'm John Ford. I'm
Whoops.
the president of the
Hold
National
on.
Black Farmers Association, coming to you live from my soybean fields in Baskerville, Virginia. Right here from Baskerville, Virginia.
All right. I didn't want him talking again. But anyhow, and I'll repeat that number is 804-691-8528. And that's the number for them. So like I said, they should be able to answer any of your questions at that point in time and be able to help to direct you. Like I said, one of the things they'll tell you to do is to do that, but you can tell them what it is that you're specifically trying to do, and they should be able to help you to work from there. So, any other questions? Go ahead, Jerry.
Okay, so I just want to make sure, like, I'm getting you right here. They will help you, like, whatever type of land that you need to purchase, like, there's some type of loan to help you get it, just because right now, Texas, I feel like in the next 2 years or so, they're going to green light hemp and cannabis and all the other stuff. And right now, everyone's just trying to do a land grab, at least trying to get something where they're able to grow something, you know? So I just want to make sure that they do have loans, like, for people to be able to purchase land or stuff for aquaponics.
Okay, let me break it down. They give 3 types of loans for that.
Okay.
They can give you a loan to buy. They can give you a loan to repair or fix up your property. And the third one was to increase your business. So if you already have the land that you need and you want to put a business out there, or you needed, something to, put a building on or whatever it is that's going to assist you with your business, those are the 3 things that they go for. So as long as you fall under one of those 3, which you are talking about buying, yeah. If it's my thing is, if it's a question whether or not they might want to do it for cannabis, I wouldn't tell them that I'm doing it for cannabis. I'll just tell them, hey, I'm wanting to grow and produce stuff, and this is what I'm doing. If Texas ain't at that point right now, then they should know that, hey, at this point in time, that's not what it's for. But the thing is that once I get my loan, I can do with what I want to do with.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
That's the thing. So yeah, my thing and my thing is reason why I say go through this organization is because they will help you to plan out and map out everything that you want to do. You don't want to do little small bites at a time. And the reason why I say that is because one of the questions that we asked while we were there was like, okay, say that I find the farm that I want to get, and I'll go and get $100,000 for that, and then 6 months down the road I find out hey, here's the tractor and stuff that I need, and this is the type of building that I need to put up. And they said that, yeah, they will give multiple loans, but in order to get the multiple loans, you have to pay off so much of the original loan in order to get it. So, and they said it's a percentage. They didn't say what the percentage was. It could be 10%, could be 20%, could be 50% of the original loan had to be, and then they were entertained giving you another loan, which they would group them all together. So my suggestion would be, to, if you're going to go out and do it, look at everything that you need, get the money that you need to be able to do it all from the beginning, or as much as you can. And then a lot of it, of what you need, you might be able to find grants and stuff through them to be able to write off some of that stuff to where you won't need that money in order to do it.
Okay. So it sounds like I need to reach out and call them tomorrow when I get a chance.
Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely would.
You're not gonna beat me, James. Hey, but this is good, man. This is good. I love it. I had some more to say, but forget it. I'm clowning. Forget it.
No, but go ahead, because it might be something that somebody else is thinking.
Well, my age is getting the better of me. I forgot my thought.
Okay. Well, you got the same problem I got.
Yeah, I got it worse, bro. It'll come back.
Thank you.
So, Deborah, you got anything? Got to come off mute. There you go.
There. Yes, I do. I am just amazed at all of the perks, all of the benefits.
From Marlene.
Yes, I would like to. Obviously, I'm not the right color, but my
Well,
organization will.
You're female, right?
Yes, I'm a female.
Okay, then that gets you in. So,
But my organization is centered in Oakland, and our goal. My co-director is a Mexican American who grew up in the barrio, and he wants to help kids get out of the gangs and stuff. And so this all ties in really well. Very exciting.
yeah, and understand.
There's some guys up there doing it.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Understand that they don't bar anybody in this organization. It was just called that because that's what they called it when they did the lawsuit, and it just has grown from there.
I remember that lawsuit. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah, and the USDA and Rural and Urban Development, they definitely aren't going to discriminate against you. So, like I said, I think it's something that you can utilize. Like I said, to be able to have programs to where, if they're going to make sure that you're well vetted. Because we're putting in our stuff for the 4-H and stuff. Well, I was putting mine in today, but they have to do background checks and things of that nature, just to make sure. And I think most of it is to make sure that you're not a sexual offender, and to make sure that you don't have any issues with physical violence or something to that nature. So I think that's about it. But in being in the program, it'll help us to be able to sit down and formulate our business plans as we're teaching them. To me, one of the best ways for me to learn math was to go out and to teach others math. And they just re-solidified it with me. So the same thing with us. The best way for us to learn business is to try to help youth learn how to do that also. So look like we got Jetty again. So anyhow, Dr. Ramona, you got anything?
I'm just listening, trying to figure out where I fit into this. All national.
You have the herbal stuff. So
I had to be a vet. I had to become a vet to deal with animals.
Yeah, but see, your herbal stuff is what they call value added.
Okay, but I have to do it myself. To convert from prime product to an herbal, to process the prime product. I had to ask him. I had to
Yeah,
get acquainted
yeah,
with them. Become
yeah, depending on what you need. I mean, and you could also probably get somebody to grow the product, and you can make up whatever it is that you want to do. There were guys there who one guy made up his own barbecue sauce.
oh
And
wow,
he does is
yeah.
barbecue sauce, and they were telling him that what he needed to do was to with his barbecue sauce was to grow peppers and put in there because he bought all of his stuff from the store, and they said if you grow peppers and just put some peppers in one of your sauces, make one of them one that's a little heated, and put your peppers in there, that they could give him all types of money for that. So it's not that you got to grow everything that goes into your thing. You know, I don't know what you would need. It would just elderberries. You know, if that's what you want to do. You know, to make a cold and flu remedy as part of one of your things. Not that you're promoting it as that, but it could be a drink that you make that you would suggest people, say, hey, this goes good. If it's a help fight the flu, you don't prescribe it, but it's something that you could do. So
Great.
I'm not a doctor nor a lawyer.
I can begin making something safe, which is like soap, natural soaps.
Yeah.
That's what it's safe, soaps and cream.
Yeah, and so those are the things that you can utilize it for. So that's why I say we have to broaden our horizon and really think outside the box of what we're looking at doing and see how we can utilize this to help us.
Okay, I'll join tomorrow after Jerry does.
All right. What about you, Quinn? You got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. I'm just gonna I'm on a call, so I haven't been able to see your screen or anything like that. So I'm gonna go to the website.
Yeah, soon as I get done here, I will download this here. It normally takes about 30 minutes or so, depends on what I'm doing. But I'll download this and put this in the in our Facebook group. Dr. Ramona, are you on Facebook?
No, I'm not.
Okay. And what about you, Deborah?
I don't recall. I'll have to double check that.
Okay. Because I looked for both of you on Facebook so I could add you in the thing, but I wasn't able to find you guys.
Let me put my name.
But yeah, you have to be on Facebook in order for me to do it.
This is my Facebook name.
Oh, it is?
Whoops.
Oh, you're putting it in the thing? Okay. Oh, all right. Let me.
That's my nom de plume and my real name in the middle.
All right. Jerry, are you on there?
What'd you say, man?
You on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Okay. Are you in our? Do we already have you in our group?
Yeah, I'm already in the group.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I know it says Jerry, but I'm signed into a friend's account.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what's probably throwing you off.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So, all right. We got you. We got you. All right. So with that, unless anybody has any other questions, we're at our hour. We'll go ahead and log off. There's my granddaughter hollering at me. Next week, I will be gone to a wedding, and I think the following week is Thanksgiving. So I would suggest we come back in after 2 weeks, so it'll be 3 weeks from now, and have our next meeting.
It sounds great. Thank you so much, John.
All right.
Appreciate all the information, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
All right.
everyone.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Thank you. Have a nice rest of the week.
All right.